History of Emirates Airline. Emirates, the world's fourth largest airline by scheduled revenue, passenger of kilometers flown, and number of international passenger carrier, was founded in 1985 by Royal Family of Dubai. The airline's first flight was from Dubai to Karachi, Pakistan, and Mumbai, India to October of that year. Its first aircraft were provided by Pakistan International Airline. The airline grew rapidly through partnership and investment to become one of the world's leading air carrier. Founding during the mid of 90s, Gulf Air began to cut back its services to Dubai as it was concerned it providing a regional feeding flights for other carriers. As a result, Emirates Airline was conceived in March 1985 with backing from Dubai royal family and was required to operate independently of government subsidies apart from US $10 million. In the mid of 90s, Pakistan International Airline (PIA) played a large role in establishing the Emirates Airline by providing a technical and administrative assistance to new carrier as well as gifting a new Boeing 737 and 300 and Airbus A300 B4-200. The Royal Family Dubai Air Wing also provided the airline with two used Boeing 727 and 200. The airline's first flight EK600 was from Dubai to UAE to Karachi, Pakistan on October 25, 1985. The early time of the Emirates. Marcus Flagan, who previously worked at British Airways, Gulf Air and BOAC, the time overseeing the Delta, was appointed a chief executive officer of new airline. To acknowledge his services for aviation in 2000, the Flagan was made CBE in Queen Birthday Honor List and later honored with Canthod. He would be joined at the airline by Sheikh Ahmed bin Saeed Al Maktoum as a chairman. Now Emirates President is Tim Clark. Current chairman Sheikh Ahmed bin Saeed Al Maktoum has since inherited the role of CEO. During first year, it carried about 260,000 passengers and 10,000 tons of freight. To highlight the airline early success, Gulf Air during Emirates first year of operation suffered an 56% drop in profit and loss between the year. By 1986, the airline had added destinations such as Colombo, Dhaka, Amman, Cairo to the route network. In 1987, the second Boeing 727 was purchased from Dubai government and A300 was temporarily replaced by second example Afrar Kuwait Airways. On 3 July, Emirates received the first bought aircraft on Airbus A310 registered as a A6EKA and with two examples launched daily non-stop service to London Gatwick on 6 July 1987. The airline in 1987 added Frankfurt via Istanbul and Maldives. By the end of 1987, Emirates serving 11 destinations. This followed the expansion into the Far East market in 1989 with flights and to Bangkok, Manali, Singapore and Hong Kong, London, Heathrow in 1991. During first decade operation, by early 90s, Emirates among the world's fastest growing airline. The revenue increased approximately $100 million each year, approaching $50 million in 1993. The airline carried 1.6 million passengers and 68,000 tons of cargo in same year. With the onset Gulf War business increased, Emirates War kept other airlines out of the area. It was the first only airline to continue the flying in last 10 days of war. Following conflict, a total 92 air carriers were flying to markets internationally and Emirates faced intense competition. Its home base carried about 3 million passengers a year to Dubai International Airport. Mid-90s, Emirates continued to expand during late 90s, growing cargo business accounted for 16% of the airline total revenue. Emirates started offering around the world service 1993 after partnership established with US Airways and previously had co-cooperation agreement with Saras Airways. In 1995, airline expanded the fleet to the 6 Airbus A300 and 8 Airbus A310s and built the network converted to 37 destinations in 30 countries. Singapore service onward the Melbourne Kamsing in 1996. Flight briefly operated to Dubai to Jakarta Melbourne service before being cut due to unprofitability. In May 1998, Emirates paid the government of Sri Lanka $70 million for 43.6% stake in Sri Lankan Airlines. As a part of deal, Emirates received 10-year contract to manage Sri Lankan. In January 2008, Emirates announced it ended the management contract effective April 2008. Emirates subsequently sold its stake to the airline of government of Sri Lanka. Is an estimated $150 million deal was finalized in 2010 and ending of affiliation.